Darren Till and Dricus du Plessis is set to face each other in a middleweight bout at UFC 282 on December 10th. So in this video I will be talking about my official predictions for this fight and the fighting style of each of these fighters. Dricus du Plessis is an extremely exciting fighter who has only been to a decision once in his entire pro MMA career. He is a very well-rounded fighter who is not afraid to let the fight hit the ground. He has a total of 9 submission wins in his pro MMA career, 5 by the way of guillotine and 4 by the way of rear naked choke. Now this could pose a threat to Darren Till because we have seen Darren Till being submitted in the past. We all know that Darren Till has been training with Khamzat Chimaev, but I still think that Dricus du Plessis will have a clear advantage if the fight hits the ground. Stand-up wise, Dricus du Plessis is a very explosive and powerful striker who has a total of 7 knockouts on his resume. He often explodes towards his opponents in order to land these powerful shots. Now this could pose as a threat to Darren Till because we have seen that Darren Till has struggled with explosive attacks in the past.
Up against the fence.
Because Dricus du Plessis is such an explosive fighter, he does have the tendency to lead towards his opponents in order to land these powerful shots. So later in this video I will discuss why this is a bad idea against an opponent like Darren Till and how this could lead to his downfall. Dricus du Plessis also tends to start off the fight slow and then find his rhythm late in round 1 or 2. Late in this fight I will compare this to the way Darren Till starts his fight and why this should play a factor in this fight. And now we move on to Darren Till. So Darren Till is a very talented fighter who prefers to keep the fight standing. As many of you might know, his primary weapon is his powerful left hand with which he throws devastating straights and uppercuts. Darren Till uses a lot of feints to create openings and flicks out that jab in order to land his powerful left hand. Another combination we have seen Darren Till use is a stepping jab followed by the left elbow, and we saw him do this in his fight against Robert Whittaker. Something that will have a very big impact in this fight is the counter striking of Darren Till. Remember how we said that Dricus du Plessis tends to lead towards his opponents in order to land powerful shots? Well, he cannot do this against Darren Till because Darren Till will look to counter him with his left elbow like we saw him do in his fight against Robert Whittaker. Earlier in this video we discussed Dricus du Plessis starting his fights off pretty slow. Darren Till on the other hand loves to take the center of the octagon early and he is a really fast starter. Now in this fight this will give Darren Till a clear advantage in the beginning of the fight. I do feel like Darren Till will be able to win this first round because of this. Dricus du Plessis really does tend to start off slow and this will give Darren Till an advantage in the first round. Now we move on to my official prediction for the fight between Darren Till and Dricus du Plessis. I see Dricus du Plessis winning this fight. I feel like Darren Till will have a lot of success in the first round, but I do see Dricus du Plessis' explosiveness and power catching Darren Till at the later stages of this fight. Another thing counting in the favor of Dricus du Plessis is his option of the takedown. Dricus du Plessis is not afraid to take the fight to the ground and try and submit his opponent, and like I mentioned earlier, Dricus du Plessis will have the advantage on the ground. So if Dricus du Plessis feels like the striking is not going his way, he can take Darren Till down or at least threat the takedown in order to stop the constant pressure of Darren Till. However, I feel like the biggest factor of this fight will be the shape the fighters show up in. We have seen that Darren Till has struggled with some injuries in his past, and in his latest fight he has shown up a little bit out of shape, whereas Dricus du Plessis has looked in peak performance and peak health every time he steps into that octagon. If both of these fighters shows up in shape, we are set for a banger of a fight, and I cannot wait to see it.